Wow. Hello, everyone. Proud moment again. And I take this opportunity to welcome Sheethal Beta and feeling immense proud to call her Dr. Sheethal today. Heartiest congratulations, Dr. Sheethal. Heartiest
Thank you.
congratulations to you, Beta.
Thank you, sir.
And let me take this opportunity to introduce you to rest of the world as Dr. Sheethal. She has cleared her FMG exam in very first attempt. She scored 222 marks and she is from Bogomolets National Medical University. Proud moment, big achievement, first attempt, 222. Beta, you were from which batch? Offline or online?
Online batch, sir.
Online.
Yes, sir.
Beta, actually, I was a big fan of online live teaching and online live batches. And I feel proud to share this once again that this time again, the results of online live batches is much, much better than offline batches. Actually, I kept mum for too long. I was not speaking anything because many said me that, sir, you always promote online live classes, that the results are better. It's not like this. But again, I'm breaking my silence today because I cannot play with the students. The results of online live batches this time again is much, much better than offline batches. I want to ask Dr. Sheetal what is the secret, why the result of online live batches is so massive. How would you like to share your journey, your experience of online live classes? Because
Uh,
see, beta, I am receiving too many messages, too many. And almost every student is trying to connect almost to every faculty, I understand. But I am talking about my mobile. This is hot. Temperature is somewhere around 60 to 70 degree, loaded with messages. And then I ask them the batches, and I'm breaking my silence. Why? Because I don't want to share the exact number or percentage. Most of them are from online live batches. What is the secret, Beta? What was your journey?
there is only one secret, sir. Like in offline batch, I guess there is a lot of time wasted. Like we'll be wasting time with our friends because we will be meeting every day and we'll be talking with each other, as well as we will be spending time by walking here and there and also spending time roaming around. But in online batch, what is happening is that we are always spending our time in our home, and there is no need to cook food, or we have to there is no any time to waste. Like our family is there, so they are always there for us. If we need something from outside, we can just tell them and they will be there always for us. So there is no time wasted during our online studies. And also when we are online, we are alone, so we will always be motivating ourselves to keep up the work always. And also we work hard, like
Right.
uh,
So first take home message for everyone is there is a lot of saving of time because if the class starts at 9 o'clock, you will switch on the iPad or mobile at 9 o'clock on.
yes.
And even in the break time, you can take good amount of rest. Even in the tea break and in lunch break, after having some lunch, you can lie down on the bed and can take rest. So by the evening, you are less tired. Because you are less tired, your quality of revision that day before sleeping is much better in comparison to the students who are tired. That's another reason. Second reason, as you said, that you are highly motivated because you are surrounded by your parents or your well wisher. So they have something positive to say all around. Maybe at lunchtime, maybe at dinner time, they can talk two words about something positive, some motivation, just to boost you up, to improve your self esteem. That's wonderful. So, beta, how were you attending your classes? Is it the same place?
Yes, I this was the same place.
You were
I was
taking classes from here. So,
daily.
you were
I
watching the classes on iPad or mobile?
was in mobile, sir.
In mobile. How was your experience?
Like I used to wake up at like 1 hour before the class, 3 hours before the class, and I would just revise the previous subjects. And in the evening after the class, I would revise each day's topics and each day's portion. And I would I used to complete it within a limited time. so that I can manage the remaining time for other subjects as well. So I could revise like 10 pages of each previous subjects each day in the morning, and on the evening I can spend time for the that day's topics. So I divided the time like that, and on the I haven't missed any of the online classes. I have attended all the classes without
Live
any
only. So
yes,
that's the
live.
beauty of live classes, At the same time, you are interacting with faculties also. Say, for example, when we were having Ops Gynae classes, so I was bombarding you with the questions on Telegram, and there was a race on Telegram group. So
Yes,
even
sir.
I was missing who was the first one to answer the question.
Like we were competing with others also, like who would write the answer first. So
Yeah,
we were like, oh, you got the answer first. Next time I should get the answer first.
that creates a feel of offline class in online. At the same time, we are saving the time. We are staying motivated. Wonderful. Uh, how are you solving questions better?
For Ops and Gyne, I used to solve only the questions you shared in our Telegram group. So I
Miss
haven't
Next
solved.
Telegram. So for
Yes,
all of Skyny questions, you followed
yes,
this
sir.
next Telegram.
I only followed the Miss Telegram group. I haven't solved any questions of Ops and Gyne from any other source. Just Miss Telegram group,
Were
and it
you
was
were you able to solve the questions in exam on 12th
yes,
January?
sir. All questions. I can guarantee you. I have solved all questions of Ops and Gyne, and it was like the chocolate questions, as you always mention, sir.
Your
Chocolate.
chocolates are waiting. And once you are coming to Delhi, please send me a message 1 week before. So I will definitely be there and would love to meet you. I love meeting students because then I turn myself into the student mode and I learn from them. This YouTube video sharing maybe for 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 15 minutes. But at that time, we will have cup of tea, coffee, we will have some pizza or burger. And at that time, we can share, we can talk in details so that you can share how did you score 222. And your sharing, I will be sharing to your juniors so that they can pass their exam in June 2025 in very first attempt. And it will be beneficial for those also who unfortunately could not crack this time. Sometimes it happens. But my advice to all of them is stay motivated. Keep your self-esteem up and do not waste time. It's not only about pampering business. We cannot always just pamper the students. We have to be harsh sometimes. We have to be hard to them. We have to save time. Because if I ask Dr. Sheethal, what is your core message for future aspirants, June aspirants who are taking the exam in June? What are the real core messages by Dr. Sheethal, which can really help them pass the exam? What would you like to share? If, say, your sister or brother, if your real sister or brother is appearing in June 2025, how would you guide them? Please guide your juniors like this here on.
Yes, sir. One thing I have to say is that consistency is we will feel demotivated at times during the preparation, but we have to stay consistent no matter. We have to set our goal. Like if we have to score like 150, say, but we have to aim for 200 plus. Like I have written in my table, like I will score 210 plus, and we have to aim for that because if we write or we have a goal set, we will work for that for sure, and we have to go consistently without taking a break because we will be caught with fever or whatever things will happen in our family. We have to like exclude from all those things and we have to seclude ourselves into this aim.
Means
That's
we
all
have
we
to
have.
think big
Yes, sir.
and we
We
have
have
to
to.
live our life like king size.
Yes, sir.
For that, to score 150, think about 200.
200.
Beta,
Yes.
so for Obskyny, you were solving questions on this next telegram. What about other subjects?
For other subjects too, I always kept our workbook as the base for all. And I used to solve the questions like we had topic wise test as well as the subject wise test. I always revise those test materials. After each test, I would spare 1 hour of my like a daytime, and I always go through the questions which I made wrong, and I would mark it in the side of the workbook. I didn't have any 20th workbook or 20th notebook as always said by students. I always wrote the mistaken or wrong answers in the side of my workbook itself so that I can just refer whenever I am reading the workbook. So I kept revising that only, sir. I never did any questions from any other platform, like
Very good.
because
So,
I didn't find it useful. I always kept my concept clear so
see,
that I could
yeah,
solve more.
that's wonderful. It's not about consistency in day-to-day study only. It's about
Yes,
consistency about the platform also.
yes,
Consistency
sir.
and perseverance. Read, repeat, revise, because we have to revise the same thing. Wonderful.
Yes.
Beta, can I take the opportunity to congratulate your parents?
So they are not at home right
They are
now.
not at home, but convey our
Yes,
deep regards and congratulations
sir.
from the whole Miss team that
Yes, sir.
we wanted to congratulate them from bottom of our heart. Please convey this message. Any other message Dr. Sheethal would like to share? Any other experience related to, like you said that you revised the workbook. I want to ask you one question. What is the importance of listening the classes with concentration? Because you achieved more than 220.
Yes, sir.
People talk about more than 200, more than 200. You scored more than 220. It's not simple. Some consistency, some perseverance, some special thing has been followed by. What is that special thing? How were you listening to classes? When you were taking classes, when you were watching classes, was there any noise in your room?
I always like kept secure in my room and I always shut the door. No
Shut the
matter
door.
no one calls. Yes, sir. No matter no one calls, I won't move from my table. Like I always um, sit on the chair and I never like slept on the bed and listen to the classes. I always sit upright in the chair and I listen to live classes. Whenever there is break, I would go and wash my face so that I will be more freshen and liven up for the next section. And I also followed your like you always told us to take the almonds and
And walnuts.
walnuts. So I always used to
Thank you so
eat
much
eat those
for
during the
following the same. Oh, very good.
yes.
So, a very nice message shared by Dr. Sheetal that she was listening to the classes with pin drop silence and she was sitting upright on the chair, study chair, and she was not lying down. So, she was creating a feel of offline class in her own home with pin drop silence. What else you need to score more than 220? But one more thing. The same thing you might be following for the revision because you were attending all the classes online live. So you were finishing them by 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. So you must be revising the classes same day only.
That day itself I used to revise like by if the class ends by 8 p.m. then I would revise it after I only took half an hour break. Like I would have the dinner within 15 minutes and I would take a rest for 10 minutes. Then that was all for me. And after that, I would just go through the notes. First of all, I read for 2 times. Then I close my eyes and workbook. Then I used to repeat,
So it is also
repeat
very
it.
important, you know. So we used to say that if you are revising the whole day class in 2 hours, first 1.5 hours with the open eye, and then later part, 30 minutes, maybe with closed eyes or with closed workbook. Dr. Sheetal, how do you rate this quality of revision? Does it really help?
Yes, it really helped. Like towards the end, I took only like for Ops and Gynae, I only took for 6 hours to revise everything. Like I never opened the book for Ops and Gynae towards the last weeks. I used to close I just open the topics section and I just see through the topics and I just close the workbook and repeat myself what I read in that book. And
Without
then
opening?
without opening, sir. I never read the Obscane first at first, and because I was sure that I know something about that topic, so I would just repeat those sentences by myself. Then I go through the book, which points I missed, and I mark those points. Then whenever I start the vision, I go through those weak points first. Then I move on to my like strong points.
Very nice. Oh, very nice. And when you were solving questions in topic-wise test or subject-wise test, mm, you must be marking some questions wrong as well, maybe in the mock test or subject-wise test. So what you were doing after that? You marked a question wrong. What is your advice to your junior? How to analyze those mistakes? Were you noting down them in your workbook or what you were doing?
Like I would take 1 hour, as I told before. Like I would spare 1 hour after the test, and I would mark those wrong answers in the workbook where the topic was mentioned. And I also used to read that topic that day itself, because if we kept it for another day, I know I am not gonna read those topics. So I just read it afterwards itself, so that I won't miss that point in the next exam. So if the another question came from the same topic, I am not gonna mark it wrong for the next exam. So I just read it afterwards itself.
Wonderful. So, how much is the importance of content? How much is the importance of 19 subject workbook or notes? Are they really important? Because most of the students sometimes because we are also bombarded with the messages, sir, where from to solve questions, where from to solve questions. And sometimes I also feel confused why the students are so much fussy, why they are not more concerned about the content. What is your advice?
Uh, like I also had that doubt at first, like I'm not solving any questions, so what I'm gonna do? Like if the because I haven't solved, like my friends used to solve like 100 questions a day, but I was not able to solve those that much questions a day. So I was also like worried, like all others would worry, and I just kept myself motivated that if my concepts are clear, I am gonna solve all questions, because in the topic-wise test and as well as the subject-wise test, I only read the workbook again and again, and I was able to score about 90 percentage for all the about 80 percentage for all the like subject-wise test, and for GTs also I was able to score about 80%. So from my experience, I am telling you, like if you are clear with your concepts, you are sure gonna score above 80 percentage for sure.
Concept is the key. You can
Yes,
solve
yes,
millions of questions from that.
exactly.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sheethal. Once again, heartiest congratulations to you from entire Miss team, and convey our regards to your parent. And may you achieve everything in your life. May you achieve all your endeavors. God bless you, beta. God bless you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you
Always
so
be
much.
happy.
We'll always be
And
grateful,
waiting
sir.
for you in Delhi
Yes, sir.
with your
Sure.
chocolates. And please message me 1 week before.
Yes, sir. Sure.
Okay. Take care, beta.
Thank you.